Okay, welcome everyone to episode 4 of the Fortnite podcast, where we
Oh,
where we talk about Fortnite in a season that is chapter 5, season Seppy's dying.
Seppy.
Season chapter something, season 2. And
Chapter 5, Season 2.
yes, that one. And we're going
we'll
to be
get there eventually.
we're going to be talking about it for some strange reason because maybe I hate myself, okay?
You
No,
should you should really have these scripted.
I really should. Um, anyway. No, but
Oh,
yeah. Oh, dear God. What even is this? Fluffy, kill yourself. Okay,
Yeah.
should I just restart?
nah, we're
No,
far
it's-
too we're,
it's
we're
Jover,
far
it's
gone.
Jover,
we're far
it's
gone.
Jover.
Let's
You're
just
too done.
Okay, but yeah. We're talking about this little game called Fortnite. And
Think
yeah, we're gonna be talking about it. So, the season. Wait, should we,
It's a
hold on,
season.
should we talk about, it was the worst season ever, stream over. No, should we talk
This
about
season
the
fucked my wife.
Should I just be the one that starts this because I feel like we're getting nowhere in
All
the
right.
first minute.
Yeah. Okay. Let Seppy do it.
Yeah, let's see if we do it.
Okay, so Chapter 5, Season 2. It is a season of Fortnite, and we are here today to discuss it for about as long as necessary, as well as our thoughts on it, what
Yes,
happened during it,
yes.
and what we're looking forward to next season.
Future.
Going to bed.
Okay. So where shall we begin? Should we begin with the build up to the season?
I would
think
say
that's
so,
a
yeah.
Good place to start. Yeah.
So, for those who don't remember, how the season began, they saved the banana. The banana was apparently a gift to the gods. But in the background,
Basically.
Valeria, who, Seppy, your mic.
Yeah.
Alright, well, she's dealing with that. Valeria, the tier 100 last season, was trying to find and unlock Pandora's box. She succeeded in her endeavor, and there was a massive event on us trying to unlock the box. And we eventually did, and all hell broke loose, leading to
Basically.
the season, I guess. Greek gods are on the island, and they're here to cause some shit.
And they're trying to kill all mortals.
Also, the
So
milk
I-
vendor is here.
No!
I'm ending. I'm.
We will get there. We will get there. But yes, we had the build up. How about we start off with first impressions?
Okay, so as I'm sure most of you here remember, the season was barely playable on the first day. Downtime lasted until about 9 at night.
I forgot.
Hey, Chad.
I
how long-
completely
how long
forgot
did it-
about that. Like, it was fucking like one of the worst like season launches that like has happened in the
Yeah.
game's history.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, it currently holds the record as the longest downtime minus the black hole. And
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the black hole, that was purposeful. This one, it was completely accidental, and they like forgot like certain aspects of it, and that caused it to go on till fucking like until like 24 hours. It was bullshit.
It was so funny, but yeah.
And
And then
even
there's-
when the servers got like back on, the servers were fucking laggy as shit.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was not playable until the next day, or in my case, I waited a few days to play it, and
I remember that.
yeah, it had a very shaky start, to put it slightly.
Um,
Mm.
yeah, let's go over the battle pass. I think this battle
Wait.
pass was pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Oh wait, you
Yeah.
guys haven't gone over your first impressions.
Yeah.
Shit, my bad.
You're good.
It's been a bit.
I'll go. I'll go.
You can
Um,
say that.
Yeah,
I will say I played. I don't remember if it was the first day or not, but when I played, I don't remember exactly who I was playing with, but I just remember having a really good time with it. Like we'll get more in depth about it in a bit, but like the loot pool was really good. Why is my stream being stupid? Okay. The loot pool, excuse me, loot pool was like
Fruit Bowl.
was fun. Fruit bowl. Um, the the ability or like the god weapons were so cool.
We only had Zeus and the wings at the start.
Yeah, we did.
Mm.
Although I'm pretty sure through like Team Rumble, you were able to get the chains.
Oh yeah, you
yeah, you were
were.
able to get those for the first day.
And also the medallions. The medallions were so fun.
Oh yeah, I love the medallion rework.
Yeah, no,
This
Yeah.
time
that was
around.
so good.
It gave
The
you more
Medallion-
incentive to like. I'll get more into it, but it definitely
Yeah.
gave you incentive to go for some over others.
Uh, like, I didn't think like my impressions of the medallions like completely flipped by the end, because at the start I was like, oh, well, aspect of combat just seems kind of pointless, because
Mm.
you know, and then like now I think it's probably one of the best ones, not the best, but one of.
Yeah, I really do like the medallion rework with this time around.
Same here.
It more incentive. It like gave you pretty cool abilities. And it's just really nice to have. Um, even like the nerfing of like 5 to 4, I think is cool as well.
Mm.
But my only issue is that like my only issue is just like the Cerberus one being kind of overpowered, and they didn't really do much to nerf it.
Hmm?
Mm.
I thought the Cerberus one was kind of overpowered, especially from like the clips I've seen on like YouTube and Twitter, just people fucking like dashing around very easily with them. Like I think
I can confirm like that, especially in zero build, that it is very strong.
Oh
like,
yeah.
especially when I was in my zero build like ranked grind at the time, I actively had the mindset of if I don't get Cerberus's medallion, I don't think I'm going to stand much of a chance.
but like I do like the siphon that Hades' give you. Unfortunately, I do think like Ares and especially Zeus's were kind of not good. Especially Ares. I think Ares
Yeah.
is the most underwhelming medallion in the game so far.
I don't think it helps that they're usually not in the circle after the first one. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
it usually gets enveloped by the storm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially Ares, which
Mm.
damn, he really got fucked over.
Yeah,
he
we'll get
did.
to the battle pass.
On paper, it feels like Ares should like easily be the best. In execution, Ares is like like third or fourth.
And also something I noticed too is that like he grants you like more range or like more damage range, but in my experience with the season, it's been mostly like close combat. This has been like a very close combat season. So like I
Yeah.
haven't
Really?
really been or at least from what I've been experiencing, I haven't seen that much like long range.
Honestly,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like when you're at long range, it's usually snipers, which will already either insta kill on a headshot or get close.
They did nerf him a bit. A lot.
Yeah, the sniper nerfs.
That was rough.
Yeah, and the fucking frenzy auto. Oh yeah, the gatekeeper too. Like at first I was not that big of a fan of the magazine clip, of it just being 3 shots and like max 5, but I eventually just got used to it.
I thought at the time it was better than pump, because everything is usually better than pump. But I didn't think it was better than frenzy auto. But like if you put the thing where you get 5 shots instead of 3, I totally think it's better than frenzy auto.
Yeah, and especially with everything that went on with the frenzy auto this season, and
Yeah.
people immediately gravitated towards the gatekeeper. I thought like
Yeah.
the new weapon additions were kind of neat, like a brand new SMG that isn't fucking weak as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like
someone-
you remember last season's like the other SMG other than the burst
Yeah.
Yeah, this one actually does damage.
I liked the other one though, but yeah, it was cool. It was a good
And then
SMG.
there's the DMR, which is just
Mm,
eh.
It's I'd say it's okay.
I
If you if you're not
actually
as good at
very
sniping, I think it's okay.
I actually prefer the DMR to the sniper personally, especially like having no scope on it and then just taking like pop shots. Like I enjoy it a lot, as do I with the other weapons that were mentioned. Like the Warforged assault rifle gave me similar vibes to like the combat AR. The Gatekeeper shotgun's one of my favorites, and the SMG feels pretty good to use. They are pretty decent weapon additions in my opinion.
And then there's the Warforged AR.
I think that's good.
Yeah, like it's good. It's there's not too much going on with it. It reminds me a lot again of the combat assault rifle.
Yeah, I just wish that it had better recoil because the recoil on it is already fucking ridiculous.
a little bit, yeah.
Is Aspect of Speed Zeus's one?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I liked
That
it.
didn't have full damage immunity at first,
Oh.
Mm.
which is interesting because it makes you jump higher. So
Can
that
we get
was-
much higher?
It was in the very first patch. It got full damage immunity, but you know,
Kind of don't
Right.
remember that. Huh.
Yeah,
it was at the very start. So
we also
Okay.
got like shadow briefings, which are essentially like the replacement for bounty boards. This
I think they're
season
cool.
where they I do actually like them a fair bit, though I wonder if they'll stick around since I feel like they were kind of like related to something that we'll be talking about like within like the first update, but I think they're cool, like being able to call in supply drops, cars, a bounty, I think they're cool, as are weapon bunkers,
Oh,
which
weapon
is
bunkers are
now where
so fun.
you find mod benches, and occasionally you will find a squad in there waiting for you.
fun.
And then I'll
But-
try to drive a car in.
Yeah,
then
and you
it'll
won't
sometimes
res
work
me.
out.
But
Blue.
we're getting ahead of ourselves.
I looked up the thing for the aspect of combat, by the way, and it says
Hmm.
increases the damage of ranged weapons by 4% up to 6%. So it's really not that much of a high damage increase.
Yeah, kind of mid.
Yeah.
Apparently they're changing the bounty job next season, which is why it doesn't show up at all.
Yeah,
That's fair.
they
Yeah.
changed it from the bounty boards, which was just that, to the different things. But I
Fine
don't
with
know
that.
what that means for the rest. Also, just like the unfairness between them, because you'll see the bounty one, like the supply drop, and the car one pretty often. But then you've got like those like race ones where you have to get through all of the like hoops and whatever.
Oh yeah, and you can
you
get
only
like
see that in, like-
shockwaves.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
I
you
didn't know
only
that.
see that in like one place. Like,
Oh.
eh.
Oh,
So
oh my god, thank you.
frame one, let's go.
Let's go. Frame one banned.
But yeah.
Okay.
I think they're okay, but I don't think they change enough about the game that they maybe wanted it to.
That is fair, though I do feel like they're more interesting than bounty boards at the very least because of like how many there are.
Mm.
And yeah, I think weapon bunkers are a pretty cool addition. I hope they stick around for next season.
Yeah,
Something I
same.
hope for the okay, actually I'll get to that later on when we're going over like season 3 prep. But like I do think that the weapon bunkers they were a cool idea. They just suffered the fate of like people camping them.
Yeah.
Mm. I had a build game where I was in the bunker and someone just had built around it waiting for me to get out. And to be fair, I got out and killed them, but it's just like way too easy to camp it.
Yeah, and especially with like and later on, like with the like some items getting removed, it made it even difficult to made it even more difficult to deal with the people in those bunkers.
Yeah.
Mm.
It was rough for both sides if you think about it.
It just
But, like-
depends on what items you have when you get there and when you're there.
Yeah.
But
But-
yeah, those are really cool. It does suck though that like you still have to wait until you can get access to the weapon benches.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah, that is like a slight problem, but I feel like it's less of a problem than before because of how many bunkers there are,
Mm,
and
Yeah.
that's another
they're
thing.
at least not in like corner areas for the most part, so
Yeah.
it is generally easier to like get custom weapon mods compared to last season, and you don't have to fight a boss to get it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me look. I'm trying to find the thing, but
and
Some challenges were annoying, though.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
But like
Sorry to cut you
generally
off.
the bunkers I'd say were because you still got some like vaults. Like there's one near like the train station at Lavish. There's one in the
Right.
area between Rebels and Lavish. Like they still exist, but generally I'd say they're like they're a good replacement for the vaults at like the
Yeah.
medallion areas
I agree.
because there's just more of them.
And as was brought up earlier, we also had the Thunderbolt of Zeus and the Wings of Icarus added at launch.
Yeah. The Thunderbolt was very
Everybody-
overpowered in the beginning because it went through builds.
Everybody knows my opinion on it. I will always say people say it's OP. I don't think it is.
The
Mm,
Thunderbolt is like weird because if you're caught in a bad spot by it, third partying with it is really effective.
Yep.
But if you use it directly against someone, it's very likely that you will end up getting your health bar eradicated because of how long you stand still for.
Yep.
It's
So,
bad.
yeah.
But yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's very situational and it's kind of unfortunate even if it was a bit broken at first. The
I
Wings
just-
of Icarus.
Oh, sorry. I just
You go.
remember. I think you all know, but I remember getting PTSD because it reminded me of a certain purple mythic.
The hollow purple.
But yeah, just wanted to say that.
Also, I just looked up. There are 9 bunkers around the map. So
Oh, okay.
There's 9?
That
there's
makes
9 in
sense.
total, and then you've got the island, which also has a mod bench.
Huh. So 10. Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's so generally you've got more, even if they're a bit more annoying to deal with. 'Cause
Yeah.
Once you took care of like the society member at the location, that was kind of your place. You had like total control over that area
Yeah.
usually, compared
Yeah.
to bunkers where there's 9 of them and you can be at any of them.
So, what were you gonna say, Seppy, with the Wings of Icarus?
They are interesting to me because on one hand, they make you a much bigger target, and in some cases, you can get shot out or even sniped very easily. But at the same time, they are really good for getting place to place.
They
I think
are.
it is a double-edged sword where you will either be able to travel somewhere very quickly, or you're going to get laser out of the sky, which granted you can dodge a bit to avoid it, but it still is fairly easy to get shot out while using them or
Mhm.
shoot out other players using it.
Definitely.
And at the start, it's very difficult to get used to the slam attack.
Oh yeah.
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 And it's also not very useful unless it's like destroying a building. So
Yeah. I remember like when I get hit using the wings, sometimes I would go into fall doing the slam attack and it would get me hit even more and I'm like, did I accidentally click? Like right click or whatever the button is? Probably.
but it just puts you in that state when you start falling
Oh,
because you
does
get shot.
it? I didn't
Yeah,
know
if
that.
you take if you take too much damage while you're flying, it'll force you to like slam down into the ground.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that because I just
And it-
felt like I shouldn't have had that happen. That's a
It also
interesting
never
glitch.
tells you that when you do the slam attack, it'll instantly use 10 of the charge.
I mean, to be
Oh,
fair, a lot of the stuff does like end up using more charge.
Yeah. It never really is easily shown. Like it's not really major because you got 300 charge. So like but it's something to note. The wings are
Yeah.
not very well described on how to use or just like in general. They're not easy to learn.
they're still
Yeah.
really fun though, and there were some really funny glitches with them as well.
Oh yeah, I remember in one game I
Hello,
was
if you
fucking
say it, I'm killing you.
just running around and I entered the wing glitch and then it started spinning around like a drill.
Oh,
Hello,
I
if you
had
say it, I'm gonna kill you.
hold on. I had one glitch happen. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I remember I landed on the ground, and for some reason my character was like I guess on my knees sort of, or like I was still like in the flight animation sort of, but I was on the ground. I was like,
I like kind of remember that actually.
and then there was the classic. Please give me
No,
permission. Please give me permission.
fine.
I have to. Okay, and then there was the one where your wings would vanish, and there was a very popular video I saw that popped up, which was "It's a wonderful day for pie,"
Nah.
and I still have that video, but God, I missed that glitch. It was so funny. So
Okay,
that was a
do we want to
highlight of
talk?
the season.
Do we want to talk about the new POIs as well?
I
Because
was actually about to get to that.
POIs and Battle Pass.
yeah, let's say
So,
we'll go with the POIs first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd say the battle pass is for like after we've talked about all of the game stuff.
yeah, that's
so
fair.
POIs. This season we got two entire new biomes.
That was sick.
We have Mount Olympus and Brawler's Battleground in the bottom right in a sort of orangish gold looking biome. And in
Yeah,
the
very
top
desert
left,
looking.
we
Mm-hmm.
have the Underworld and Grim Gate in a much more desolate looking area. And the water all around there granted you the dash ability.
It was so cool.
It was.
I love that
that.
ability.
So I will give my personal thoughts. Uh, the entire underworld biome is absolutely peak. I love going there and exploring it. The other one is pretty good, but I feel like there's a lot less incentive to go there for reasons that'll probably get to soon. But
Mm.
both biomes, in my opinion, are really cool. Though the underworld kind of takes the cake for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of I do like the new biomes, but like because of how popular they were, I never really landed in any of them. I usually land in like the snow biome.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, we
Which,
always
by the way, it's extremely funny to me that fucking Grand Glacier stuck around,
let's
even though like
go.
we all thought that was gonna be gone.
It's our goat. Maybe this
Yeah, but what
season will
about
be
next
gone.
season?
Yeah.
I doubt
No,
it.
no,
Pray
I
for
think it's all
That's
like the south part of the map is gonna get fucked.
pray for Grand
rest in peace,
Glacier.
Snooty. Rest in peace, Snooty.
Rip. R.I.P. But
R.I.P. Peter
I'll,
Griffin
I'll
statue.
give my thoughts, and then I'll let you two. I will say I loved both of the biomes. I thought it was so cool that we got two new biomes in one season, and like the aesthetics of both of them were so cool to me. Like just the orange, like even if the Mount Olympus biome didn't have much going on, I still really loved the aesthetic of it. Like it was really cool.
It was pretty cool.
And like the Mount Olympus itself was a pretty cool POI. It had Zeus. And
Zeus.
also
Oh,
had Brawler's Battleground, which I kind of forgot about, which is a pretty good POI. I didn't go there much towards the middle end of the season, but it was still neat. And then Underworld and Grim Gate. I went to Grim Gate a lot because of a certain furry here. But
Oops.
Wine
Oopsie.
booms never fuck.
No, but it was good too. It had Cerberus, and then Underworld obviously had Hades. Um,
Yeah.
which that was fun. The bosses were cool too, and both like Underworld was a really cool place. Like getting to explore that and two was really fun, and like the rocky landscape made it really interesting. Like in Build and Zero Build, and like it was just a really cool landscape. But yeah, that's about it for me.
Mm.
Uh, it
I'll
was
go.
it was biomes that existed. Nah, like despite not landing there that much, I will say I really do like the underworld. I feel like it's something that we haven't really gotten. Uh, the Mount Olympus and like or the other biome, I feel like we've seen that. Especially like the one thing that comes to mind is like Paradise, like when the bloom biome died out, it had a very similar color scheme.
Yeah, I would just
It
remembered that.
it does like fall under that, but like the underworld is something that we haven't really seen that much.
Yeah, like in terms of both its aesthetic and just general design, like
Yeah.
it is very unique.
Um. Yeah. They are really cool biomes. That's all I really gotta say.
Um, I okay. My problem with them is more just everyone was landing there because of the bosses, but like on their own, they're really cool. Like I like the underworld more in terms of just like aesthetic, but it is a nightmare to navigate around, which is fitting. It's the underworld, so more chaotic compared to
Yeah.
the Mount Olympus, which is kind of easier to navigate, easy to understand. But I think I'd like the underworld area more, just because it's got a lot more going on.
Yeah.
Especially since Brawler's Battleground is very forgettable if you're not if you don't have a quest there, if you're not going there a lot, you'll probably forget it even exists until you see, oh, no one took the medallion, or you know, compared to there's always gonna be someone landing at like Grimgate in the underworld, even if the bus is only on the right side. But
Yeah.
generally, I think they're okay for new biomes. They're pretty good, but it's just what are they gonna do next season? Because we got two new biomes in one season.
I think yeah. We'll get to that, but
Yeah.
Another thing as well to come with the biomes is the POIs, which all have bosses in them, and the bosses this time around have been sort of reworked to be in phases compared to
yo, is that a
before.
Marvel reference?
I hate you, I think.
The thing is with the bosses is they're really interesting when you look at them individually. Cerberus is the only one that summons wolves to attack you instead of minions.
Yeah, Cerberus is really the only unique one.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Zeus starts off by fighting you and then summons minions before fighting you again.
Yeah, with Hades and Ares, they both
They're
summon
they're
minions
similar.
before joining the fight themselves.
Yeah, it's Ares is the most basic out of them, except for the Ares' entrance is a lot more like interesting than the rest, obviously.
Yeah, and Hades has the life drain as well.
Yeah,
So
so they're not completely like identical, but they're just too similar compared to Cerberus and Zeus to me.
That's
But
fair.
it's also really easy to just avoid Hades' life drain. You just
A
have to
little
be
bit.
behind literally anything and can't do anything.
Yeah, I do like that they're trying more things out with the bosses to make them more interesting. But I do feel like some of them fall a bit further flat, and in some cases, like it is with Zeus, it becomes more tedious than anything since, good lord, does he have a lot of health.
Yeah, and especially gets harder if you're like playing in like different game modes, like squads. They have like a fuck ton of health.
Yeah. Which actually does make them a bit more challenging if you're trying to do it like if you're trying to say like, everyone lands at a different boss and kill and get the aspects, like, that it actually is then a challenge. Like I've died to Ares during that a couple times, but
Hmm.
generally, Cerberus is like the easiest, I'd say.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cerberus is probably the easiest. I say the hardest is probably
I'd say Hades.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because the life drain is very annoying
yeah,
in zero build if you can't avoid it.
Oh yeah, also I will say Devs wants to be moved in so he can listen, if that is okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I remember people saying that also high devs. I remember people saying that the bosses actually felt like bosses or like they felt harder. Like
Yeah.
I
They
thought
did.
that was
They
cool.
actually felt like
Yeah,
a challenge.
they at least have more personality to them. Like Ares comes in from the sky and punches the shit out of you, like if you don't get out of the way. Hades literally just sits back like a lazy fucker for the first two phases, which I think is funny as hell.
He's so
It's
cool.
fitting for like Hades just is not the one to do much.
And Zeus is Zeus just doesn't fucking die. Like
Zeus just hates you.
yeah,
You
He
break that
hates
statue, he
mortals.
hates your guts.
He hates
And-
mortals.
I mean, yeah, it's what do you expect from the God of War?
yeah. And then there's Cerberus, who just wants you to get closer to him, which I will be more than happy to oblige to, but he'll probably murder me, so...
Okay, Seppy.
Cerberus is just like also the text, like they say dialogue a little bit. I don't know what they say other than I know Cerberus says if you want to fight Hades, you have to get through me first. I know that.
I know that Hades says, like, right as he's about to get off his throne, if you want a job done properly, do it yourself.
Which is ironic because he sits back at the first phase.
Listen,
Lazy bastard.
listen, God forbid a man have hobbies, okay?
God forbid a man sit back and let his minions do everything. Let me see if I can find the other two. Because I do think I could find them. Assuming my browser wants to work.
Since we are talking about the gods, should we move on to the battle pass?
I think that's a good
Probably.
point to move on to it.
I really thought.
Even though we completely gloss over the head chain of Hades.
We'll
No!
get to that when we
Well,
get to
well,
that.
that's an update. That's an update thing.
Oh,
True.
also we have to go through like the events and stuff too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But we
that'll-
can do that in a bit.
I have
but-
everything pulled up right now,
Okay.
so...
I'm getting
But
there.
I have the battle pass pulled up right now. Hold on. I think the battle pass was solid. Like it had a lot of skins that I was going crazy for throughout the season.
Yeah,
A couple of you, a couple of
yeah,
you
we
know.
are very much aware of some of the people that you were gunning after.
Okay, listen. Poseidon could get it.
I wasn't
I
talking
don't-
about him. I was talking about the other two.
Okay, listen though. Wait, other two.
Weren't you doing it? Weren't you gunning for
Cerberus and
Aphrodite?
Artemis.
It was
I thought you were talking
Artemis.
Oh, it was I know it was Artemis, but like, what about Aphrodite?
She's
I thought it was
cool.
My
Aphrodite.
skin.
Well, I
That's
know
my
Blue
skin.
likes Cerberus as well.
Cerberus is sick. I liked all the skins except like I think the
Zeus.
weakest was Zeus, but he was still sick. He was cool.
Zeus is like, he is like, I might as well give like my general thoughts like in order.
Mm.
Cerberus, probably my favorite tier 1 skin at this point. I love his design. I think he's sick as hell. He is hot as well, which is a bonus.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he is. I agree.
Like I don't like guys, but he is not too bad. Yeah, very good tier 1 skin. Next up we have Aphrodite, who grew on me.
Mine. I'm sorry.
Aphrodite, who grew on me a lot, honestly. Like, at first she was just kind of more basic to me, but now I actually very much appreciate, like, what she's got going for her. She's definitely up there in the battle pass for me. I like her a lot. Next, we have Poseidon. I wasn't big on him at first, but then a certain person kind of made me realize I like him.
Every fish in the
several ways.
sea's the one
The
for
one for
me.
me.
I hated her.
So yeah, he's pretty decent. I believe next is Medusa.
Yeah.
I like her, but I didn't use her. I don't think.
Mm.
I used
Like,
her a bit.
Like she is cool, but I also feel like she's unfortunately like one of the more forgettable skins in the past.
It doesn't help that she's pretty much ignored in game. Like,
Yeah.
you can't hire her. You can't. She gives you the box. She gives you the prop hiding.
That's all she really has.
That's all.
I mean, she
is.
does
She's
sell
really-
she does sell shockwaves, which is
And
nice.
she had the glitch.
But you could hire Aphrodite. You can hire Artemis, but you just can't hire Medusa.
You could hire Poseidon.
And Poseidon, yeah.
Yes,
So
my
everybody
god.
except Medusa you could hire or you could fight, and it's easy to see why it's like easily the most forgettable.
She just got left out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we have Zeus.
Zeus!
The weakest skin.
Yeah, I'll be honest. He is a contender for one of my least favorite skins this season. Like he isn't bad, but like I don't know his design just I don't vibe with it. Other than like the shorter haired style with the super level styles, it looks kind of cool. But other than that, he's just for me. Next, we have Artemis, who, yeah,
Yeah.
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 Okay, well,
Hee.
if there's one good thing to come out of her, it's that I've learned what I can call blue.
Shut up.
For another, she is pretty. For three, I just think she is a very cool design skin, and I like her a lot. I want to use her more as well as Aphrodite.
True.
And then we have the Underworld King himself, Hades, who is probably my favorite skin in the past still. I really like what they did with him, and even if it's just a small detail, I love that he has a gas mask on.
Oh
It
yeah.
was sick.
And the super level styles look amazing on him, especially with his immortal form. And he also has the best music pack in the battle pass, in my opinion. So
Yeah.
Alright, I guess I should go over my opinions now. Cerberus was a good tier 1. I didn't really run him that much, because I was gunning for another skin that was very early in the battle pass. But he was cool. He was cool, I guess. And then there's Aphrodite, who's probably my second or third favorite. I'll get to who might have taken that second place spot later on. But I do think that she's cool, very cool. I get the whole thing that she was very much reworked from her concept, and I get it, but I don't care.
Yeah.
yeah, that's how I feel.
I just don't care. She's cool either way. Poseidon is a very fun skin. I do
Yes.
think that out of all of the skins or the Greek gods, making him the meme skin makes a lot of sense. And I think he fits the role very well. Medusa was cool. I didn't really run her though. Zeus is probably my least favorite skin in the battle pass. He's just a nothing burger to me. I really don't vibe with him at all.
He looks
That's
almost
fair.
perfect.
Artemis is probably my favorite skin out of this battle pass. You guys know.
Yeah.
Especially her mascot is all that's peak. And then Hades was a very worthy tier 100. I think he looks really cool, very like aggressive. I do like that he comes with a built-in emote. And I do find it funny that he's spazzing out in the trailer, trying to do his emote. Yeah, I really like the battle pass. I'm not gonna say that. I think this is stronger than Chapter 5 Season 1's battle pass. I think this was the strongest pass so far this season,
Yeah,
or
I
this
think
chapter, I
I-
should say.
it's weird for me because like I think they both have their strengths and weaknesses, but I think I overall like I think I feel the same way as I did with the previous one to me, except that Oscar isn't in this one, so
Hey,
that's honestly a
at least
step
with
up.
this battle pass, there isn't an entire car taking up a page in the main pass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's instruments, but
But those are spread out. I think the instruments are a lot more spread out than the car was.
And they're mostly
Yeah.
bonus awards, I think.
I
yeah,
think there's
no,
only
they are.
one. I think there's one that's
Hades.
in the main pass, but
Hades and
that's it.
Zeus, I think.
Yeah, and their instruments are cool, so I don't
They
really
are.
care.
Yeah.
Okay, Fluffy.
Um.
Oh wait, are you done,
Okay.
Scud?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. Cerberus is. I think it's Cerberus's default style. I'm just gonna go over them all at the same time. I think Cerberus's default style is probably the best out of what there is. Even though the fire, like the actual fire one, is pretty cool, I just like default Cerberus a lot more fitting in.
Yeah.
And Immortal just kind of is like, this doesn't fit in. It's Cerberus. It looks too much like he'd be in Mount Olympus, but I get it. It's not bad. Aphrodite, I don't need to speak for. I don't like Poseidon.
Huh?
Kill, kill, kill.
Yeah. Nah.
As a meme, hilarious. As an
Yeah.
actual skin,
No,
it
that's fair.
exists.
That's fair.
Medusa is my least favorite out of the past, though. It's just the hair's cool. The hair being snakes is cool, but like I don't care too much. But it's not like a bad skin. It's just my least favorite out of them.
That's fair.
Oh god.
Zeus.
Holy.
Zeus is pretty good. It's one of the weaker ones, but I do think it's better than Poseidon and Medusa.
Hmm.
Although the Conqueror style sucks.
The fuck? That's the only one I'd see myself using.
Fair enough. Artemis, second favorite. I just like the galaxy aesthetic. Like, a lot. I'm a sucker for galaxy style things in general.
Now the funny thing is, like, I'm not big on Galaxy, but like I fuck with Artemis. Or yeah, I fuck with Artemis.
Yeah.
Like, and the mask variant is also really cool. Like, it's a small change, but it's really cool. Then there's Zeus. No, not Zeus. Hades. Anti-Zeus, as I say. He's like third best. I really like the design, even if it's kind of simplistic. But if you look at like Titan Flame Hades, God, does it like the superstar, like the super version, look way better.
Yeah.
Than default to me, especially the first one. It really fits in with Hades' not Hades, yeah, Hades. I get them mixed up. Hades' aesthetic of green, like in general, it just fits in really well. The Olympian, I don't even know what they're called, like, in general, like
The
super
super level
styles.
styles?
Yeah, I'll just call them super styles. Olympian's my favorite. Doesn't need much explaining.
Yeah.
And Titan Flame is pretty cool as well. They're pretty solid super styles. Although I have a big problem with Aphrodite, where
Oh
you
no.
can only have long hair with the immortal style. And
Oh yeah.
Heartbreaker style doesn't change anything. It goes for the other ones that have another style, but Heartbreaker Aphrodite, which is just blue Aphrodite, yeah, nothing changes with the super levels. Which is a bit annoying, especially like Aphrodite, considering Artemis is so customizable, in my opinion. but it's like small nitpicks. Overall, the pass is pretty good. A lot of really good songs as well,
Yeah.
which we just kind of glossed over, but like that's fair.
He
The
he he.
songs, Hades' song is amazing.
Yeah.
The song for Artemis, which got put into the emote, is
Yep.
pretty good.
It's good.
I'd say the thing is with that is I like the emote, like specifically the part where the emote is a lot more than the actual full song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to the full one, but yeah.
Swim Free exists.
Die.
What?
I'm
No, that's just
kidding.
peak.
I'm kidding. It's so good. But you have your
I didn't
opinions.
say it was bad. I just said it exists.
Oh. I mean, yeah.
No, that's just
Uh,
peak.
Slim
Yeah.
Free is honestly my favorite, but they're all good. They're all solid this season.
What
Yeah,
really?
Hades.
Go ahead.
Hades fits my vibe and what I like a lot, so
Yeah.
that is why it is my favorite, and
Mhm.
it's probably my favorite music pack right now.
Yeah. My problem with this battle pass mostly is how stuff like Artemis's glider, the default style was in the quest rewards.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's been a thing since like Chapter 4, Season
Mm.
2. They've been doing that since
Yeah.
since that season, and it's
It's
irritating.
it's just really confusing. Also, just the amount of stuff Poseidon got. Poseidon has
He has
three
he has 3 wraps.
3 wraps. Doesn't he have like does he have 2 pickaxes?
Yeah.
No, he
He
has
has.
one.
The styles.
It's
He
a
has
style.
one. Oh.
He
Okay,
doesn't
so
even get the color variant for his pickaxe though.
yeah,
That
and he
made
has
me sad.
He has 3 color variants as well.
The
Which I
lead
guess
pickaxe.
I guess it makes sense why he's not in the super style area. But just the amount of stuff Poseidon got compared to everybody else is confusing.
Yeah.
But overall, I'd say it's better than last season, but yeah. That's all I have for that.
Alright, so I guess that covers all of this update. Or just the launch of it.
And
Yeah.
we wouldn't have to wait long to get a lot more stuff, because
We
had
didn't.
the Rise of Midas event.
Midas came back.
Yeah.
I'm back,
Oh,
guys.
Midas came back. Now
It's me.
clickbait YouTubers can shut the fuck up.
Hey,
Let's
it's
go.
me,
Also,
Midas. I'm coming back.
I'm back.
Thank
this
you.
Irrelevant
was-
because we went
Uh,
past it quickly. Zeus has the most health at 850 health and shield. Cerberus has 600 health and 700 shield, and then Hades and Ares have the exact same at 450 on both.
Ah,
Which is
didn't know
very
that.
confusing. You'd think Ares would have at least more than Hades,
yeah.
but yeah. Anyway, back to
But,
Funny Midas.
for being a .01 update, we got the drum gun back, now moddable, the Chain of Hades, the Shield Bubble Junior, and most importantly, we got Golden Cox.
Oh
I can't
God.
believe that. I can't believe it. The fucking not
Ryuji
first the
is
crash pad.
golden.
First the crash pad. Now the shield bubble.
Okay,
And,
Mm.
but
and it
Ryuji
happened
being
before
golden.
me! What the fuck?
Ryuji's gold. That's all that matters.
Oh yeah, he was the chickens.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't have much to say about it. The Floor is Lava event. You rarely got to play a good game.
Yeah.
At least in our experience. I like. It wasn't bad.
No.
Yeah,
was
it wasn't
just-
horrible. It was just
Yeah.
the lobbies were very sweaty.
Had some
Yeah,
really
it
funny
was-
moments.
It was great having an an LTM back. I think it was cool that it was like a mix of solid gold and the floor is lava. Like the
It wasn't
first
broken.
proper functioning
Uh.
LTM that we've had in a long time. The only issue was that the lobbies were immensely sweaty, and well, normally I wouldn't say this is an issue. This generally happens in a lot of seasons, like in some modes, but It was really bad. Like, I feel like they should have just added zero build floors lava and see how long it is till everyone dies.
Nah, I
Not
don't think
long.
zero build floors lava probably wouldn't work.
That's the
No.
joke. It would just be funny. Just you can't do anything about the lava rising. It just kills you.
I will say I would have liked it if, like, because in previous floors lava, there wasn't any weapons. It was just like
Yeah, that was like a previous mode. Like there was floors lava and then floors llama like disarmed.
floors llama.
Fought.
Yes.
And then there was disarmed floors lava, which was
I
in
wish I
my
played that.
opinion the better version, and it was the one that got brought back more.
I really wish I played that.
Yeah, it
The
was.
items from the event weren't bad, I'd say.
No, they were good.
The rose back bling is pretty versatile in like
It's-
most loadouts.
It is like a shade of gold that I've been needing, and it works perfectly on Golden Pack Leader Highwire, who I've been needing another backbling for.
I use
Oh,
it on
yeah, no, that
Aphrodite,
was-
and it fits in perfectly. Just generally it fits with a lot of skins. The
Yeah.
pickaxe, the golden shark on a spear.
Shark.
It's pretty good.
It's
It's-
silly.
It's a little silly.
The glider
Um,
is like I haven't used the glider much, but honestly, it's pretty nice. I feel like like again for a free reward, even if they are like reskinned rewards, that's not something I'll complain about because I think that they are really good.
Yeah, they're pretty solid.
Like
Like the free awards this season were pretty solid. Like
Like,
I
the-
think my favorite is probably the flower back bling.
yeah, same here.
Hmm.
Like the glider, like I love that it's also like I think one of the paintings you could find in the yacht as well.
Yeah.
Like
The
that's
whole
cool,
little
but
wall thing as well was interesting.
also the shark pickaxe from Midas is really funny.
Yeah, the shark pickaxe.
Bro, yeah. The
And,
gilded Ven.
I won't. I don't think we'll be talking about specific skins much, but we finally got like a new version of Midas, Ascendant Midas. He
The
is
last
cool.
legendary skin that they ever released.
and
Mm.
and as we'll get to soon, will ever release. But very sick design. I fuck with Midas having longer hair.
Yeah, I do like that. Like, you know, the passage of time, he does get like longer hair.
Also, the prosthetic arm is so funny to me because I've said this before, but it implies that Kato Thorn went to hell, doinked off his arm, and then just left.
Yeah.
Real.
Like that is still really good. So like, honestly, like the event was solid. Like even like if the lobbies were not great, like and on
You
top
heard
of
correctly, I'm back.
I really hope to God that an Epic employee saw that and they were like, you know what, let's just have
Let's just
Midas
put it
say,
in."
you heard correctly, I'm back.
You heard
Amen.
correctly. I'm back.
But we got the Drum Gun, Shield of Hades, and Shield Bubble June here. I'll give my thoughts on these quickly in least exciting to most exciting. The Shield Bubble Junior. God fucking damn it.
He got laid before you.
It's still cool though. It does what a shield bubble does best. It is a godsend for zero build.
Yes.
Yeah.
The drum gun, it's very cool to have it be back and in a state where it's I feel like pretty solid. It just kind of it's in a weird state where it's contesting. I feel like with the SMG and the AR, but I think it comes to a nice in between, and it also feels satisfying to use as the drum gun always should. Now,
Yeah.
the Chain of Hades.
Oh, yes.
Oh my
So,
god.
So when it originally came out, it used to do 40 damage for the first two hits and 70 for the last one. And going a bit ahead, it got a massive buff where it would do 55 damage for the first two hits, 80 for the third hit, and the pool would do 60 damage. meaning that a basic combo with the chains, which keep in mind for a melee weapon have a ton of range, do 190, while a full combo with the pull as well can kill someone with full health and zero build in about a second.
Yeah,
Mhm.
pretty freaking ridiculous.
It was good.
It's really good, and in zero build, I would argue it's probably one of the strongest weapons you can have, and it is a ton of fun to use. Oh my god, I
It is
love this thing.
so fun, dude.
It's just
I've
weird that they buffed it, and then what we'll get
yeah.
to later, they vaulted it for the event.
Uh, I've
Yeah.
gotten I've gotten a really sick clip once where someone was gonna shoot the lightning, I think, and I just looked up and I pulled them in, knocking them out of their animation. I felt so cool.
Yeah,
So
like they,
that was something you could do, which is fun.
I am a sucker for melee weapons, and this is, I think, the first melee weapon we've had in, I think,
A
almost
while.
ever, where it is incredibly strong as a melee weapon. Like, in zero build, this thing fucking shreds, especially since you can hit multiple people at once. Like, it is really good, and I think it was a really good addition. It's kind of a shame that's gonna be gone next season.
It might get a
Mhm.
reskin, but we'll see.
And it was really fun too. Like you could just have so many you could do a lot of stupid things with it.
You can also pull on your teammates.
Yeah, no, that was a good change. That was fun. That was fun.
It exists. It sure does.
Yeah, it is a pretty cool item, man, in my opinion.
And then we got the. After that, we ended up getting the the 29.0 update where we got the Midas drum gun, which I think you bought off of Midas. I can't
Yeah, you
quite
had to sell your
remember.
kidneys in order to buy it.
On the boat. Yeah.
Yeah, we got the hand cannon back, and
It was
I'm
also
sure,
moddable.
Debs is going to like this. We got the banana of the gods.
Had some
The
funny
banana.
moments with that too.
So
They sure did
hand
exist.
cannon. I'm very happy to have this back. I love pulling out my sniper scope suppressed drum mag hand cannon.
It's so
So
dumb.
The fact that you can put on a fucking sniper scope on the hand cannon is absolutely ridiculous.
I wish I messed
it's-
around
Intentional or
with that.
not,
Yeah, it's a really fun addition to have back, and yeah, it's basically the hand cannon that we knew and loved, just now with attachments, and I think it was a very good addition.
I think it's
Banana
good
of the
finishing.
Gods.
I
Unironically, I
agree.
think this is the best healing item you can carry, since you can carry 4 of it. It heals up to full over time. It gives you a speed buff, and it only takes a second to actually pop it. Like, it is really good to get, and there are some people out there who might be in this VC who love collecting all of them because duty calls.
Duty did indeed call.
And
Smile.
Yeah.
we also had the uncommon and rare sniper rifle vaulted in this update,
Oh yeah.
which as mentioned earlier, this it got nerfed this season as well,
Again.
where bullet drop is now even more intense, and it drops like a fucking rock now.
Yeah, it is extremely. It's not extremely hard to use now, but like it is very much a pain to use.
Yeah, but yeah, are there any other thoughts on like hand cannon, banana of the gods, like from anyone here?
I think I'm
Um,
good.
I think. Well, I want to backtrack and say like I do really like the drum gun. It is real. The recoil on it is kind of ridiculous, but like I do really enjoy messing around with the drum gun, and especially like not using a drum magazine on it and instead using a speed mag because I'm crazy like that.
I still almost have never used a speed mag on it. Like, even if it's better, I just can't bring myself to use a speed mag on a drum gun. Like, it'll drive me insane, but Yeah, it's definitely my preferred like up close weapon, like spray weapon this season.
Um, and as for like the hand cannon, I never really used a hand cannon. Banana of the Gods is a really good healing item though for whites.
Banana of the Gods is genuinely a godsend in zero build sometimes. Like the amount of times I've popped one mid fight while running away and it saved me. Thank you, Peely.
Thank you, Peely. You saved me several times.
And the next update we had was the end of the Rise of Midas event on April 2nd. It removed the drum gun, it removed Golden Ryuji Chicken, but
Well, it didn't remove the drum gun. It removed the
yeah, the
Midas drum
Midas
gun.
drum gun. Yeah, my bad. And we got everyone's favorite weapon, water bending.
Okay, so in the beginning, it wasn't as bad. It was pretty. It was pretty good.
It's wild. They buffed an already good weapon.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
to me, it was kind of like a burst SMG, like without the bullet drop, and it had infinite ammo. Like, but it did have longer pullout, and it had the healing properties of it. Like, it was pretty decent. And then they buffed the fire rate to hell and back. They slightly increased damage of it, and it's now arguably the strongest ranged weapon in the game. And in my opinion, it's a contender for the strongest ranged weapon we've had. And it's up there with like Sloane's burst rifle for me.
Yeah, it is very overpowered.
Like, it is
It does
incredibly broken as a
It does
weapon.
what, 72 like per burst or something?
Yeah, right around there. It does 72 per burst, and the bursts are really fast. And they also have no damage fall off. And they also travel in a completely straight line.
Mm-hmm.
They're so good. They're still good.
Yeah, like, as I have said, it's the best they are in the game right now.
Yeah.
And then, oh yeah, along with waterbending, we got Korra.
Our secret skin this battle pass.
It should have been Ares.
That's
Mm.
that's
No,
the
the
best
thing is,
part.
it literally is supposed to be.
Yeah, like in the trailer for Ares, it literally said that like he was in the battle pass, which means Ares got cucked.
Yeah, Ares got
Fuck,
cucked.
man.
And then, although the funny thing is, he did eventually release he did release in April, right around the same time that Korra came out. So
Yeah, he's the
in a
crow.
way, he did release in his intended time. It's just not in the way that he would have liked.
And
But
he's also gonna get all the crew styles.
Also,
yeah.
also Ares fans scare me. They want him.
No.
But I will say Korra is probably my second favorite skin of the
Oh,
season.
wow.
I really enjoyed the Korra skin a lot, especially since after watching Avatar and Korra, I really like understand the character and shit.
Hell
It,
yeah.
it was really cool to see all the shit involved in her set and um milk bending.
No,
I knew it. I was gonna say, I feel like you have something else you want to say about Korra.
yeah, there. And then like we had like a like a solid like 10-day period there where there wasn't really anything at all until we got the Avatar event.
Oh boy!
Probably the
This is, I think, probably the most controversial update like to the gameplay that we have had in a while, as well as the update itself being pretty controversial for reasons that we will get into.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, the main overview is this is similar to the TMNT like update we had last season, as well as other events prior, where you have a mini pass, you have mythics to coincide with said event. In this case, being airbending, earthbending, and firebending. And before I continue with the other stuff, I think we should get like opinions around on each of them. I think airbending is a lot of fun. I wish that it had like a force push, like where you just push them back with air. Like I think that would have been cool instead of having the jump relegated to the second like trigger button. I'm also surprised that they went with like the wheel rather than Aang's air scooter, but
They
you know
wanted
it's
it as an emote.
yeah. Still though, it's probably the best mobility item we've ever had for pure mobility, and it was a lot of fun just using it to scale mountains quickly.
My thing with airbending is, God, is it hard to hit sometimes? Like, you would have games where you'd be chasing someone with airbending, and they were using airbending, and you were just in a stalemate.
Just endless airbending.
But it's a great movement tool. Like,
Yeah, I wonder what Blue's thoughts are on having multiple people like come over the horizon with airbending. Was that Blue?
No, it was me.
Oh.
I witnessed like 3 people
Oh,
jumping over a hill with fucking airbending, and it was the scariest shit I've
dude,
seen.
I've seen it happen twice where I just see a whole squad of people using the wings, and that shit is scary.
Yeah, like just
I bet.
people approaching you with airbending and wings can be terrifying, especially if it's a full squad.
It's so
I think
Also, holy
funny.
shit, you're
while
using Zuko.
while we're on this topic, the Thunderbolt, chain,
Oh yeah,
and
we're
wings.
getting to.
Yeah,
I was
they
getting
will
to
come.
that. Like I was mainly going
Mhm.
over like the positives of the update before the controversial
Yep.
stuff. That's
Smile.
That's
that's
fair.
generally how I go.
Yeah,
The
that's
next
fair.
one we had was earthbending, which
ER.
Earthbending was fine.
It was
yeah, like, I
fun.
feel like it did its job fairly well. Of
Throw
you can pull up
bricks.
walls like you can with Todoroki's ice wall, and you can also shoot rock at homeless person.
Yes.
And it was surprisingly, even if it was hard to hit, it was surprisingly good for destroying structures. And again, especially in zero build, it was good to be able to pull up just cover wherever.
Oh yeah, no, that was good. That was a good.
Also launching teammates with it.
God, finding out you
Oh.
could do that and launching cars,
Didn't
which you
you
can do
kill
on.
yourself with that?
Wait, you can
Yes,
launch
I
cars?
did. Yes, if you stand on top of a car,
Oh.
and you use the wall, you would launch the car in the air, and I did that, and I killed myself with it.
I didn't know that. That's funny.
Any other opinions on earthbending from?
It was an item.
It was fun.
Mm,
And
oh,
I had
then
fun with it.
And then we have firebending, which I think had the most unfortunate fate of being a balanced item amidst 3 fairly strong borderline broken mythics. Like,
Yeah,
Was
it
it,
didn't.
like-
It fell short.
was it still
Like
decent?
Earthbending.
Yeah,
Was-
but it
yeah.
was hard to justify like using it other than like the drop kick. Like that's the only other thing that like you could use it for. I'm surprised that you couldn't actually set fire to things with it. That's what I was looking forward to the most.
Yeah, and you could
Fire
extinguish it with water bending, but no, apparently
I
not.
didn't like earthbending. Firebending, it exists.
Like it was fun to
The
use,
storm was okay.
but
Oh, hi, Stink.
Who the
What?
fuck is Stink?
Someone
someone
from
in the
Other Summer.
chat.
Oh
Oh,
hey.
I see.
Hey Stink.
Um,
And
firebending. The sign was actually okay, I'd say.
yeah, that was good.
The other
Now,
part of the attack, not so much.
now here's the thing with the Avatar updates that it had 2 very controversial things to it. Probably the lesser of the 2, and the one that actually impacted gameplay was it removed the like the god items of the Chain of Hades, the Thunderbolt of Zeus, and the Wings of Icarus, which a lot of people were not a fan of, seeing how this was literally like a Greek mythology themed season and the
Yeah.
main items were removed for it, which on one hand I get why people would be upset, but at the same time I only really missed the Chain of Hades out of them.
It
Yeah.
was weird. I didn't play much during that time other than doing the challenges. But whatever.
Yeah, and as for the other controversial thing,
Oh, this shit.
Wait, what?
uh, item rare, item like
Oh.
cosmetic rarity
No.
got extinguished this update, and a lot
God.
of people were really upset about it. I have
Mm,
gotten kind of just used to the fact that it's not a thing.
same.
Like, like it only really fucked over my locker sorting, and some people just think that it upped the price of like it allowed Epic to price skins higher when I really just feel like that's kind of just a case of stuff is only bundled together rather than sold separately compared to before. Like it's
I think that was because it's the Avatar stuff, and it's not completely in their control.
Yeah, the thing is that the Avatar and MHA did suffer the same fate, which we'll get to that, where I'm pretty sure it was the collaborators that requested that rather than Epic themselves doing it. Because a
Ugh.
little while ago, there was like the Nike cosmetics, and they were like out in their bundles. There was like another, like another thing we'll get to, the Thor Ragnarok. Those were, you could buy those in like in the bundle, or you could buy those individually. It's just, I'm guessing it's more of like the collaborator wanting this certain way for their cosmetics, and Epic has to abide to that if they want to keep the collab in the game.
yeah,
So
it
It's
did
just
come.
unfortunate timing.
Yeah, and
It
even if it
was.
wasn't too big of a deal, like in the grand scheme of things, it hasn't stopped people from constantly bringing it up and having it become incredibly tiring when for me it's
Yep.
just more so a minor inconvenience.
Same here.
Mm.
Like is it a bit annoying that it's just kind of gone now? Yeah, but eh.
It's
I'll
manageable,
live.
and especially for like people who already sorted their locker by season, didn't
Not
affect them.
me.
Yeah, it didn't
Uh,
affect them for the most part.
I sort mine by season. I didn't even
Same.
really
It didn't
care.
bother me.
I sort of mind by the ordinary, but then I just got used to to them all being alphabetized, so I was like, whatever.
I mean, hey,
I just yeah.
at least we'll get to see how long items stay in the shop for.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
really excited for that.
that is a good upcoming change that I think
Yeah.
we'll talk about like
It's
a
also
bit
interesting
later.
that it bugged the Save the World V-Bucks icon
Ugh.
to be blue instead of legendary,
Oh, I think I saw that.
which is funny because they fixed it, which tells us, yeah, rarities still matter.
The thing is too is
Um,
that it's still, they still have everything else like have a rarity. It's just they have it
mm,
disabled.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's also weird because they had recently released Ascendant Midas, which was a legendary that they made, and
and
how
as
long
I
was it?
said,
How long between the
uh,
last one?
if we're not counting like collab skins, almost 3 years.
Hmm.
If
They
we're counting
released.
collab skins, the last ones
Oh, no.
were Gohan and Piccolo, as well as
Hmm.
All Might a bit before them.
But like, it's interesting that they do that and then remove the rarities not long after. Like, what? It doesn't make sense. But I don't think it's that bad of a change. I don't. It's not a good change by any means, but it's not like. It's not
It's,
as bad as
I'm
people
not
say.
shitting my pants over it.
It didn't kill my
Yeah.
grandma.
Now, probably I feel like unfortunately one of the more forgettable updates this season, tactical assault rifle unvault with
My baby.
the ability to use mod attachments.
My
It
child.
Just something I can bring up
does it
quick.
feel good to use? Yes. Do I enjoy using it? Yes. Did it get fucked over by being entirely outclassed by the Warforged and the drum gun in terms of stats?
Yes.
Unfortunately, yes. Like it got the short end of the stick of not having its stats updated in a time where weapons are significantly stronger than they used to be.
Mm.
Yep.
Like
Uh,
it's still something that like if I have it, I'll be like, you know what? Okay, I can make do with this. But it's just like it's just kind of outclassed, which is really
Hmm.
unfortunate.
yeah.
Happened with the
Uh,
Havoc AR.
if you don't mind me going back to the Avatar thing for a second, the NPCs, Toph not aggroing if you like leave is hilarious. The I will say the attention to detail in the Avatar update is really good. Like the like just them adding details like Toph's skin, not like the eyes not moving in emotes and all that. It's really good.
Yeah, like
That's all.
the cosmetics for the Avatar update are really good. It just kind of
Mm.
got cursed with being an event. I feel like a lot of people are going to look back on questionably because of other
Yeah.
decisions made.
Yeah. In
Which
my opinion,
sucks.
just like my opinion on the Avatar event, it's not like my opinion on it hasn't or isn't gonna get impacted by like the cosmetic change and shit like that. I just think it was just kind of sauceless.
Yeah.
It's definitely my least favorite event in terms of just like there wasn't there was no sauce. Like
It
there was
doesn't.
nothing that like
Mm.
made me want to come back to it. Like
I,
TMNT I think had a lot more of an impact
Yeah, you
than
had
Avatar for me.
all of the like
I
melee weapons. JJK had, the anime mythics, which are generally very well executed, as well as Blue's favorite mythic.
but like
And
it doesn't help when you
yeah,
realize it probably wasn't intended to be an Avatar event because Ares was supposed to be the secret skin.
Yeah.
No, I think they
Which
had the Avatar event ready. It's just
Korra got moved up.
yeah.
which meant that waterbending got added early, and everybody knew it was an Avatar event.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
then again, the
still
Avatar event was leaked way ahead of like us knowing Korra was in the pass.
I know, but like
yeah.
other than leak, if we're not focusing on like leaks and we're talking about the official thing, it definitely kind of got spoiled, and it also means that waterbending is staying in the game until the season ends, which people are not happy about.
Womp
Yeah.
womp.
It sucks that out of all of the mini events that we've had, like Star Wars, JJK, and TMNT, like it sucks because out of those, Avatar is the one that I liked the original source material of the most. But the event itself is just it didn't feel all that special to me,
Hmm.
which was really unfortunate. Like the mythics were fun and all, but I don't know. And then on May 3rd, we had it end and we got a Star Wars event. Am I allowed to say that the Star Wars event this year was a kind of underwhelming because we didn't have Force
Yes.
powers back?
Yeah.
It just they focused more on the other modes, which is fair, but it just felt spread out than
Yeah,
just VR.
it it just kind of felt empty, if that makes sense.
Yeah, we got robbed on Ares Cosmetics because of this. I'm pissed. So true.
Real. But
Sorry.
yeah, like we got the Wookiee bowcaster as the only new thing, which I will say that gun fucks. I
It's
like
good.
it.
It's pretty cool.
Like I think Blue, like you remember, like when we were playing duos, like a
Yeah.
bit ago, like, and I was just like, I was tearing up with that thing.
No, that thing shreds builds. Or
Yeah,
can.
but
It
we
leads.
got
It leads. No, go ahead.
no, you go first.
Okay. It leads me into something I'll get to later. Of God, are there a lot of passes suddenly?
Yep.
Yeah, there's
You've
an
got-
oversaturation problem.
You've got
Where-
Festival Pass, Mini Pass, and then the Lego Pass, which is just Star Wars.
Yeah, that is something we'll definitely get to, but
It doesn't help. It doesn't help that the Lego Mini Pass. How much is this? It's
1400.
1400. The festival is 1800, and then
Bro, all your
got
skins got developed Legos, and then there's just me.
um
Oh yeah, Kimiko Lego this update. Holy moly.
Man, it must be
Yeah.
nice getting a Lego free main. Must be real nice.
You'll
um
get one. You will get
so you've
one.
got one for like 1400 for Lego, 1800 for festival, 950 for the basic battle pass, and then 1000 for the mini pass. It's kind of a lot, and people already weren't happy with festival pass being 1800. So releasing another pass for 400 less, I don't think people liked it.
Yeah.
No, they did not.
But yeah, we only got like the blaster rifle. We only got one of the blaster rifles back, and we got Vader's lightsaber, which is really
I
unfortunate because the Star Wars event we got last year was one of the most fun events, like I think we've ever had. Like it was
Yep.
definitely one of the best collab events, and the force powers are awesome. Literally, my only problem with it was that there weren't too many people to play with. This event, I
Yeah.
had people to play with. It's just that it was kind of empty for BR. Like it,
Yep.
like yeah, we got like like we got the gods like the god items back, but
That's
I
about it.
don't, I don't
Mm.
know. It just it feels like it's existent.
There
We
wasn't much substance to it.
Yeah, and we lost three of the bendings. Water bending is still in, but we also lost the shield breaker and the cluster clingers, which is really weird to me because I felt like they were both still pretty useful
They were.
for
Cluster Cling is
multiple
my
different
beloved.
reasons.
Cluster Cling is my beloved.
R.I.P.
I can't kill life right now.
And then the final update for the season. In build mode only, we got the big bush bomb back.
Woo!
But in build mode only?
Wait,
On this
what?
list here that I'm looking at, it says that it's only in build mode.
That is bizarre. What the fuck?
Because, yeah, now that I think about it, Blue, that we haven't seen it in our time playing Zero Build at all.
No, the quest is over.
Oh my god, they actually only brought it back in build when it's most useful in Zero.
How do they mess that up?
Tim Sweeney!
Um,
True.
what was I
But-
gonna say?
It exists.
It exists.
That exists.
It exists.
It exists.
I'm glad we all got our opinions. on that.
Overall, this
Cross the Cling
season's
is my beloved.
content, it was pretty good at the beginning, but
They
it just drifted.
I think the problem is that they put all of their eggs in one basket at the beginning, and then like with the Avatar update, like ever since that, it's just kind of been like a bit of a dry spell. Like
Even,
as much
like,
as I hate, as much as I hate saying it, and as much as like I generally am against saying that content is dry, I feel like in this case it's at least been slower, like ever since the beginning.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Ugh.
It wasn't. It's just a confusing season to me, because you have the Thunderbolt and the wings added at the start. The chain gets added later. They all get removed for the Avatar update, and then they all get added back, and waterbending is still here. And it's just kind of.
Yeah.
It's not bad by any means. It's just confusing to me. But I still like the season.
Same.
And probably the last major thing to talk about for this season
Well,
is
wait,
the
hold,
mini events.
hold that thought real quick.
Mhm.
Because I feel like it leads into the event, but storyline this season was kind of everywhere.
Yeah, I
It
think
was.
we should talk about that because we got like actual like voiced quest lines again, and it just kind of didn't go anywhere. Like I'm remembering this off the top of my head. I think at one point, like for some reason, you need to go to Artemis to do something. She calls you a little mouse like twice in the
Yes.
same dialogue. You find Cerberus's toys, which scares me. You get dirty for Cerberus, which scares me even
They
more.
removed that.
Huh.
And
Seppy.
I don't know what the other ones are. I'm gonna be honest. Like,
I
Aphrodite, I
didn't
think.
play him.
I think
Like,
Aphrodite is part of Artemis's one. It's let me look. Story. You don't get to know. Okay, Fortnite.
like this, like I don't know. It's just been all over the place, and
Aphrodite,
yeah.
Cerberus, and Medusa.
and from what I could tell, like it seemed like it was very much going in the direction of of the good guys win. Thank you.
We
And-
killed
Did it,
Zeus,
guys?
everybody. Everyone have a dance party.
I was gonna
Except-
say that.
Except Zeus had one more major fuck you, which we had another like set of build up and mini event this season similar to last season.
Yep.
Except, in my opinion, it's cooler.
Zeus had a
Yeah,
baby rage.
in this case, it's more so on par with like the chapter 1 events, I would argue, like especially before like season 9. Like we, I believe, had the buildup of clouds starting to build up around Mount Olympus, as well as the statue slowly beginning to like glow and come to life. And on May 14th, it shot out the first blast of lightning hitting Pandora's box, which caused a beacon to like appear from it. And
That was cool.
The chest got.
the next day, it hit it with another blast of lightning, and then on May 16th at 1 p.m. it started charging up, and an hour later, that's when we got the mini event where it struck it with red lightning, unleashed something from the box, caused it to jump across the island, and there is now like sandstorm on the horizon approaching the island.
And then they
Yeah.
brought back the Root Sandstorm
Mexico!
Festival.
Yeah, but it keeps getting closer, like every couple of days, I think, which is leading up to next season probably being apocalyptic. And
Fallout collab.
for a mini event, this was really good. Like, as someone who missed it by a few minutes, fuck me, by the way, it was solid. Like, it was on par with chapter 1 events, and considering like how live events aren't really the priority compared to before, like it was really good.
They're still putting effort into something like them, which I seriously appreciate. And I remember someone commenting that it reminded them of the chapter 1 season 6 butterfly
Yeah,
event.
the butterfly event.
Sort of, but we're still getting something like an event. I just remember people getting upset over there not being really a countdown, and you had to rely on leaks really for it, which fair, but that's how they did it in
Yeah.
chapter 1.
That's what they did like at first, and then like starting with season 8, there was actually like countdowns to it rather than needing to like keep in mind it was harder to keep track of when this one was going to happen.
Yeah.
I guess.
Because they didn't announce it at all.
Yeah, they did.
They completely glossed over it. Then after it happened, they teased like the entirety of next season in one day.
Yeah.
They gave us
Right.
the season name. They gave us the Fallout collab reveal.
Yeah,
um,
which
So,
They just kind of gave us everything, and then now we have what is it that we have?
we have like
the monster truck thing
yeah, like from like
and the cinematic
is
thing.
this the part where we talk about like what we're hoping for going into
Yeah,
next season?
sure.
We can start on what we want.
I want a pretty cool Fallout collab in Battle Pass. That's really my only thing. Because like I'm wondering like with the Fallout if it's going to be like an item in the game, like a power armor item that you can use on the island, and you get
Ooh,
extra durability and all that.
that could be fun.
or if it's an actual skin and it's like, is there going to be built-in emo where you go into the power armor, or is it going to be a thing where you're or is it like just the power armor in general, but you'll have like Edicel to switch out like different parts of it? Like my mind is like racing with just how they can handle this.
Like, I will say as well, like, since this is going to be an apocalyptic season, I've just got to say, I have been wanting something like this for an incredibly long time. Like, this has been one of my most wanted season themes, and from what we can tell so far, it is already like looking to be pretty at least it
Chaotic.
looks like it's going to stick to the theme with like being chaotic. And honestly, I'm all for that. If we have like a chaotic summer season again, I'm gonna be all for that. And
That's just going to be peak.
I
yeah,
hope.
like if we're judging based off how the biomes were this season with how much changed there, I feel like the bottom left corner, which is probably like what's going to get hit, like I'm looking forward to see like what happens with that. Like I saw earlier that there's like a ship that's even bigger than
Yeah,
a yacht coming to the island. That's going to be cool if that's
that's
a
gonna be
POI.
fun.
There's a big guy in like the one teaser that people like say kind of looked like Gunner. I don't know if it is, but if it is, I will come. Like there is a lot to look forward to with this season, and I hope to God I can crush people with a monster truck. Please.
Just crush him with the back tire.
I need to squad wipe a family of 4 with a monster truck. You have
Uh,
no idea how much I need that.
I will say there seems to be a large emphasis on cars and like wrecking. So Horde.
Yeah.
So I'm very
Vehicular
curious.
manslaughter.
Also, I'm just gonna say because I made this as sort of a joke, but the cloud really basically came out of nowhere, kind of like season seven's thing after
Oh
season
yeah, like the
6.
snow.
Yeah,
Oh
it
yeah.
came out of nowhere, and then now there's cars in it. Like, huh? How does that happen? Oh wait, I think we are getting carjacking. Ooh.
I remember
I
that. I remember, wasn't that a feature that was like leaked like forever ago?
Yeah, that
Like
was something that was leaked a while ago.
yeah, like that.
That should be fun.
Oh.
I'm excited.
Like I am really looking forward to, like, even if we did have like the roadmap leaked earlier like this season, I'm
Ugh.
still really looking forward to seeing like what they do with this season, and I hope it breaks the curse of the community hating season 3s.
I
Yeah.
my It's because like, how long is the season gonna go on for?
Oh,
That's a good question, honestly.
at
Like
least
this,
there's summer.
yeah, I'm curious to see how long it is for, because I feel like if it's a longer season, I feel like people are not going to like that, given how other season 3s have been longer seasons, and we know how people feel about vibing in wilds.
I mean, Wilds
Well,
was actually short.
it
See,
was.
it was like through, it was June to August, I'm pretty sure.
Swear it was like 70 something days, I thought.
Yeah, it was like 70 days long. It wasn't that long, but like people think it
Wait.
was longer.
Oh, I'm so stupid. I thought August was 3 months after June.
No.
I got my months mixed up.
But like, or not Wilds, but like Vibin, at least it went on for like till like mid-September, and it
I
started in
remember it
early
exactly. I'm
June.
pretty sure. I think it was June 4th to September 17th.
Yeah, very long time.
Okay, Zach, I loved Wild, but you know what? I approve of you saying that Kimiko was one of the good things of Wild. You get a gold star from that.
Optimus Prime
Yeah.
was one of the good things about
Optimus
Wilds.
Prime. I just Wilds was fun, but I think I'm having hope that I think the season should be fun, and I'm wondering if like vehicles will be destructive or like how destructive they could be because there's that new
Honestly,
vehicle
like
coming out.
another thing that I hope for is that I hope we get really like wild, destructive guns. Like give us like
Please.
give us a give us a version of the minigun back. Like, give us explosives for this season. Like, I feel like that would fit in
Ooh.
perfectly with this being apocalyptic and like pure chaos. Like, give us guns that would be like, you know, just insane. Like, not broken, but just, you know what I mean? Like, just very
Yeah.
chaotic, like, and wild. Like, give me stuff like that. Like, make it feel like
Battle
really
Busters Shield
alive.
Instrument.
I think battle
Uh,
buses are coming back.
I I I don't have many expectations just because
Same.
I don't want to like say, oh, I think I'm gonna like the season or I'm not gonna like the season. I think I'm gonna have fun with it at the start, and it'll die down as it goes on, as always. But the concept of an apocalyptic season is interesting, but I like all seasons anyway, so you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. Like, every season is fun with friends, in my opinion.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
I,
My
I I don't have like a set in stone. Oh, I think I'm gonna like the season or not.
Mm,
I just
I think for me, like, it comes down to me, like, having such, like, higher hopes for what I specifically want from it because of how long I've wanted something like this.
Yeah.
Something, like, apocalyptic, chaotic. Like, I've wanted something like this for a while now, and I I would love, honestly, Skeleton, I think, like, a like a revamped version of the
Oh God.
Recycler coming back would actually be kind of cool. Like that and the
Yeah.
Goop Gun, like stupid explosive, like
That'll be
chaotic
fun.
shit like that. Like, give me stuff like that coming back, and I will be happy.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm most like. Normally, I don't care about whether or not a loot pool is chaotic or not, but I feel like this is the one season where it's like it kind of has to be like really insane and chaotic.
I don't have many hopes for this season. I think my expectations are just low right now, where it's just I just want to have fun with the season. Like I just want to do goofy shit. Like I want sand tunneling to return because I think it would be so funny.
We
Because
already
one,
discussed like in
yeah,
DMs what we can do, like with sand tunneling and just be
dude, I
creatures.
want to draw dicks with them, dude. Come on.
Exactly.
S-
Like that would be great to have back, especially since it wasn't in for like half of season
Good.
5.
Yeah.
Like I have I will say this, like even if I'm not actively excited for the season, I'm like excited for the season,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. Like it's not something where I'm like super excited for it, but I'm just really looking forward to it and seeing what they do with it, especially with like what we already know of and what we could possibly be getting. Like it's really like I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm hoping that they like deliver on it because I feel like if they like this is kind of a case like Mega where if they don't nail a theme that I was actively really wanting, uh I'll be sad. Why are you copy LeMay?
Why not? Let her cook. Why are you fried?
Let her
Whatever.
cook? Question mark?
Oh my God.
Yeah, like I don't know much about Fallout, but just seeing people be really excited for it and knowing how big of a deal Fallout is, and just the fact that we're getting more gaming legends, like that is really cool to me. Also, we didn't get a gaming legend skin this season.
Yeah,
Oh, we
the streak
did.
broke.
The streak finally broke after almost 3 years, over 3 years actually.
my thing is all I'm seeing is people worrying how it's gonna be as a collab because of how a different collab went. I can't remember which it is. It wasn't one that I played in,
Marvel?
but
Oh yeah, because like there's the Marvel trait. There's like the Marvel trademark in
It's
itself.
no,
there's gonna be
it's
something Marvel related in the battle pass, and I don't know what it
that's
could
not what I'm
be.
talking about though.
Then what are you
Um,
talking about?
it's like where the collab apparently was just default skins on like
Oh,
different.
Tron and Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah, like Tron, Ghostbusters, Cobra Kai.
Yeah,
I mean, I
uh,
feel like if it's that
also
with the
just
vault suits,
Marvel.
I won't be as pissed.
I don't,
But
Also
like
just
if
Marvel being teased. by accident, maybe, but just in general.
Mm.
I feel like Marvel would just be like a mini event, if anything. We already have
Apocalyptic.
our collab in the Battle Pass being like Fallout, and I don't know what we could get from Marvel in the Battle Pass other than
Punisher.
other than Sandman.
Squirrel
I
Girl.
think
Sandman
I
would
think
be
I think
it.
it could be Punisher.
Squirrel Girl, please.
Or okay, so there's a new Deadpool movie coming out, but I doubt they're
No
gonna
way. There's
pull that
no way
shit
they
again.
There's no way they would make another
Deadpool has
Wolverine
too
or
many
Deadpool
things.
exclusive when they were all when all versions of Deadpool and Wolverine were already exclusive.
Yeah.
Also, we have Deadpool skins, like Deadpool Fortnite skins inspired by Deadpool. So,
Yeah, I think next season has a fair bit of Blue. What are you doing?
Wait. Shut up.
I feel out of place now.
Okay, go on, go on.
But yeah, I think like my finishing thoughts on how I'm looking forward to next season is that I feel like this is the one season where if they mess it up, I'm going to be really sad because of how long I've been wanting this for. And
Yeah.
yeah, I just think that it has some pretty solid potential, and like I just yeah, I'm excited for it. It probably helps that we had a pretty cool mini event as well.
Our
Even if it
collabs would
makes-
be so cool.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
for
Sorry to
the
cut you
collab
off.
demos. Like, I know we got like a Star Wars car, so like it would be cool getting stuff
best
like that
car.
from other IPs.
it's the mini event may make no sense because it's suddenly having a ship, but I'm excited, but it's not because it's like Fallout or anything. I just am excited to have another season.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
I guess I might as well close out my thoughts on the season in full. I think this was a decent season, but it's probably just like a B tier for me if I had to say it. Like it was fun, don't get me wrong, but it also felt like it was just kind of it felt a
All
bit,
over the place.
yeah, it felt like all over the place, and at the same time it kind of felt a bit empty in some parts, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like
I
it was fun, like especially playing with friends. Like it was fun, but compared to like other seasons that we've gotten in the past year, this is the only one where I actively like, you know, don't love it.
I'm gonna say it. I think I had more fun with Wilds than this season.
I definitely did, honestly.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. I could see it.
I definitely did as well.
Mm.
Like for me, I think I genuinely preferred like all of chapter 4, and definitely like last season, even if it's fallen off a bit for me recently, last season was still a ton of fun, and like this season I don't know if it was because of like outside reasons or just because of the season itself being
Yeah.
all over the place, but I don't know, it's just something about the season, like it just kind of exists, as much as I hate to say it.
I mean, I had a really good time with it. I had some like really funny, stupid shit happen during it. But like, I don't know. I'm still,
We glitched Seppy out of the map.
yeah, that too. Like,
Yeah,
there's
yeah, your driving still knows no bounds.
shut up. I I definitely really liked it. Like the aesthetic of the season itself was really cool. Like just doing stupid stuff with like the weapons we had and items. And that Korra was really funny. And just the memes outside of the season is fun as always. Like
God,
it
the
was
amount of
fun.
Driving memes.
Huh? Oh my
God.
god. There's
The
just
amount of tough memes in general, actually.
I feel like every season is special for something different because every season is so different and it has different memes. So it's just another thing of I had a really good time with it for many different reasons.
Yeah, I agree with that,
Also keeping
but
the streak up of two
it's,
Peely skins.
it's weird for me. Like even if
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy it nearly as much as like the past 5 or so seasons, I still had a lot of fun with it. In some Scott, what the fuck did I?
I
Look
did
back at?
not. Boy, he looks so awkward doing this emo. I've never done this with him before.
But yeah, this like even if I do have problems with it, it was still a fun season. It was fun playing with friends. Cosmetics this season were pretty solid as well. Like it was great. It was great, but it definitely fell short for me in some places. And I think it's the first season in a long time where I actively got burnt out of the game. Like, look at my level.
I'm
Like-
basically the same level as you, and you bought levels, and that.
I got
So
Oh yeah, Fluffy, I don't think you know this. In Chapter 3, Season 4, I got level 200 in about 2 weeks.
you are insane.
And this season, I didn't get level 200 until the final couple weeks of the season. Like, I
Hmm.
barely played for a lot of April.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I barely played the season,
Okay,
despite
Zach,
my level.
Okay, Zach,
Yeah.
I will just say this. It was because UEFN XP was fairly exploitable, so I could use that at the exact same time as using creative XP, so that and also tier buying and also my undying dedication to Kato Thorn, it let me get level 200 in about 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm not normal.
Generally, cosmetics this season were pretty good. We had three Nike skins. We had
They were surprisingly
Ephorian.
solid too.
I don't
The
like
air
Night
skins were
Goddess.
good.
Oh, no, I
Night
like
Goddess is weird because you look at this, you look at Night Goddess, and it's like, okay, yeah, this looks like a goddess. Then she's just wearing Nike shoes.
What? A god can't wear drip?
I mean,
It's just confusing. Like, yes, okay,
I said this with-
Aphrodite wears similar shoes.
Listen, I said this with Hades, but God forbid, like God forbid a god have hobbies. Like listen, if she wants to be dripped out, let her be dripped out. I actually do
It's-
like her.
yeah.
A bit. Like her armor's cool, her hair is nice. I kind of wish I picked her up at some point. Like I like her.
Yeah, that's just been a
Um,
problem with me this season. I've just been very broke, and so I can't buy everything that I wanted to buy, which does suck. That
I
is going to
have a
change,
lot of
though.
Marvel stuff.
Yeah,
We had a lot of Marvel stuff in the shop
Oh
this
yeah,
season.
we got
We
new stuff
I mean,
like
hell,
every
we've got
update.
the what's the bundle called?
Guardians.
We got the
Galaxy.
Guardians
Guardians of-
bundle, we got the Thor Ragnarok bundle, and now we got the Loki bundle.
Yeah, like, and all like returning stuff as well from.
Yeah,
what was in
Widow's
the shop
Bite came
before.
back, which was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
MHA,
like
we
just a lot of Marvel stuff, which makes me wonder because Marvel was in the, like Marvel was a
yeah,
tag
they're
on the
definitely
thing.
like they're
They're-
definitely starting to get back into Marvel collabs in
They're
preparation
cooking with
for that.
something. They're cooking something.
Also, oh my fucking god,
Um,
the MHA collab was so fucking well done. They are so good.
God.
Did you just say All Might God?
Shut up. But no, yeah, no. The MHA villains skins are really good. Like, if
They are
I'm
peak.
buying a skin for something I don't even watch, you know it's good.
Yeah, like, they were amazing. The the avatar stuff, like especially Zuko, like the skins themselves look really good. Like
Yeah,
My
minus
only
the
problem with
pricing.
it-
yeah, we
My only
finally
problem with it is Katara is too similar to Korra for me. But, I mean, who else do you pick?
yeah, like having like Guardians finally in the game when we were kind of expecting that for the third movie. It's really cool to see that, especially finally having Drax in the game, which I'm debating on picking up the bundle since it's only $19 right now.
Yeah. I don't know.
I have $50 on hand, so I probably could.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think a general consensus is Eclipse is a really good Nike skin as well.
She's so
Especially,
good,
like,
dude.
Especially the night version.
I haven't used
Yes.
her a lot, but like I really like her a lot, and Blue knows that there's something that I like about her as well.
You can see her ass through her shorts.
Not that, but yes.
Dynamic Hush, so like another Hush variant.
Yeah, the
came out, and-
Toga before Toga
I
came back.
forgot, yeah.
Came
I
out.
remember Devs was asking for like Toga when he first saw Hush and was saying that like she was going to be the budget Toga, and look what happened.
Oh.
We got Toga.
Odyssey came out.
Honestly,
You
I
have
think
that skin, Seppy.
yeah, I think she's a really cool concept, like a ranked skin. Finally, unfortunately am not able to get to Unreal with her unless I pull off a miracle in the next 3 days, which is not looking likely. But yeah, I think it's cool finally getting a rank skin, and even then, I think her design is really nice. We finally have Ageless on HRT.
Harpy Haze is a good skin, just generally as well.
I
Especially
didn't
the
get a chance to pick
cosmetics.
her up.
Yeah.
She's so
That's unfortunate because it's such a good skin. Like, just like the general aesthetic of the skin is really good. And it works with like a lot of things as well. But
we also got
we got
favorite
Curious.
original skin this season, Curious.
Yes.
I love her to death. I love her Japanese aesthetic. She is really pretty. Yeah.
Woman. We got another Peely skin.
I was about to say we got old man Yaoi Peely.
No.
Yeah, I gotta
So
say
damn
my favorite skin this season. That's a toss up. It's between Artemis
a lot of good
and
ones.
Dobby for me.
Honestly, like
There's a lot of good ones.
Mine is between Curious and Dobby. Like
Curious is really good too.
Mine's between Toga and Aphrodite.
Also, wait, Blue, what's your like favorite skin this season if you had to pick?
You can't say Artemis because Little Mouse. You can't say it
Die.
because of that.
Die. No. Okay. Original, I would honestly go with Curious, maybe.
Yeah.
But for the battle pass, I would either go Artemis or Poseidon, I would say.
Yeah. Also, I just gotta say, like, Champion Siren is a good ass FNCS.
She's good too.
I like her a lot. Like, also her stuff works well with Eevee, and I think that's good to have.
We also got Titan skin, which
I was about to say, like,
Titan's really cool.
Like out of like every survey skin that got added to the game, I think Titan is one of the most faithful ones, and he looks really cool in game. And having him be tied to like the mini event from last season with like Pandora's box in the hand,
that's literally his back bling.
Like, it's really cool to me, and just his general aesthetic, it feels almost like it's like an almost intimidating presence, and I really like that about him. I just feel bad that it looks like he has no coochie.
What?
Shut up. Festival Season 3, also.
We got
So,
Jolene
Billie
Cooch,
Eilish.
Greenroot's Billie Eilish as the festival pass skin.
It's weird that they released the shop skins so late to me.
I think it's because they wanted to coincide more with their album.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. Like, I will say, unlike Lady Gaga, I'll probably pick up the festival pass at some point because Greenroot's Billy is probably the closest thing we'll get to Jolene Cujo from JoJo's in this game. Like, I'm at a point where I'll take what I can get.
Red Roots is okay.
I really like Red Roots.
It's honestly
not bad. I just don't think it's great. I'd say it's not better than the festival one to me.
I don't know. If I vibe with like the red and black like style. Like, there's not. Like, there isn't too much.
I don't think it's bad.
Yeah, it's decent.
It's I'd say it's better than what we than Lady Gaga. Weekend is up for debate.
I think Weekend is probably the best artist so far.
I think, like, for me, The Weeknd is the best, like, festival pass skin, while Billie Eilish is my personal favorite, like, shop skin.
We
Like,
also got
that's how I
Coachella
feel.
back.
I forgot to get Lyric!
Oh, I got Lyric.
No.
But, yeah,
But
we also got,
overall, Tony's still-
we also got the most important skin this season, Boyfriend FNF.
Oh yeah, Mewing Boyfriend.
Wait, what?
I hate it here.
So, you know the anime basketball skins that got released, Blue?
I think.
You can recreate Boyfriend from FNF with one of them.
Oh, I
That-
remember
that-
that.
I did that.
No.
You have it.
No, I refunded it.
No!
Good.
Okay.
I'll be
I'm
honest.
broke. I can't fucking buy a lot of things right now.
I'll be honest. I was tempted to buy
can
it for the meme when it was last out.
I can tell you my most disappointed, like the skin I'm most disappointed in.
What?
Aubrey.
Oh yeah.
I don't like this skin as much as I want to like it. I just don't.
I think she's neat. Like she's a
I
simple
want
skin.
to like it. I
Also,
want
I
to like
think-
it. I just can't.
I think one of the last things I'll say cosmetic-wise is that the level up pack this season just kind of doesn't do it for me.
It's probably the worst one. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna pick it up.
This is the first one where I'm not picking it up because I don't need the levels, and
The cosmetics just don't do it.
yeah, like the only thing I
Mhm.
want him for is the shield, because having a silver shield would be cool. But I don't know, like he's just I don't
He's
know.
just meh.
His second, I will say this, like if his second style was good, I'd probably pick him up. But I don't know how to feel about it being just chrome.
Sir, the Chrome season was almost 2 years ago.
He's late to the party.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that's just about everything I have to say about this season. What about the rest of you?
Yeah,
I think
overall,
that's it.
this season was eh. It's just like there's some good things in it, but at the same time, there's just stuff that like I was not a big fan of.
Yeah.
And some of it is because of behind the scenes shit. A good
Yeah,
chunk of
that's-
it is just like I can't really fucking like. I just did not care.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
both of those things
I-
coincided for me and led to me
Yeah.
having the hardest burnout I've had of this game probably ever.
Same.
Where I only played like one. There was like a period where I only played once every couple weeks. But yeah, like when I did play,
I can only base it off of. It's okay.
You go.
I can only base it off of season 5, season 6, and then season 1 of this chapter. Really, I don't know. It's weird. I didn't think I'd like this season at the start. It kind of grew on me, but I got really burnt out like halfway through. Just
Same.
in general, like
Same.
not even because of outside stuff. I just got burnt out playing it.
Yeah, like I had a good time with the season whenever I did play. Like, don't get me wrong, but much more so than before, I needed to be in the right mood to play it, and especially like I needed to play with others, which was a lot harder since I think a lot of us were starting to feel burnout
Yeah.
in the middle part of the season.
But overall, it was
Yeah.
Was like
it was okay. It wasn't bad. It was just okay.
it was like
Yeah.
decent in my opinion, honestly. Like definitely the weakest season for me in probably since Vibin, honestly. Like I don't know if I'll look back on this season fondly, but I did not mean to
I
write it
probably
off.
won't.
I
I-
don't know. At least the funny things.
I will say this: I'm going to at least miss the Chain of Hades bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'll miss
But
doing stupid shit. But we'll get
yeah.
more stupid stuff next season. Like, why the fuck does Pillen look like that doing this emote?
Wait, I just had an awful thought. If we do, oh god, I don't want to know what it's going to be like when Blue gets her hands on a monster truck.
Dude, I can't play Monster Jams
I think
canon in
we'll be
Fortnite.
playing trios. I think we'll be playing trios.
No,
No,
Right.
that's mean. I'm sorry.
now you're good.
But yeah, I think is that where we call it good with the?
Yeah,
I'm
I
kinda
think
good.
that's it.
Basically 2 hours. Yeah, that's basically
I
2
think-
hours.
Did we? Oh yeah, 2 hours.
Yeah, I think that's. I think I summed up everything I wanted to talk about.
Blue's gonna crash that monster truck instantly. Yeah, I'll find
He
a way.
will, and it's probably going to be into me.
I'll put it in. I'll get it stuck in a tree somehow. Again.
I mean, we know what happened yesterday.
Dude,
Wait,
that was so
you don't
funny.
understand. I have such a good image from another time we played, but yeah, you're gonna make a mess of the
Oh.
map.
There
Dude,
goes Seppy.
dude, it was so incredibly funny that I was following Scud and I tried to go between two trees and I get that was so help.
Also, you managed to get Seppy out of bounds.
Oh yeah, no, that was peak. How am I
Somehow.
doing the most stupid thing? I'm gonna clip a wheel into the desert stand. Probably. Somehow.
Wait, can
Again,
we please get quicksand?
dude, can we get
Quicksand
sand
would be
tunneling and quicksand? Dude,
Yes.
no, I mean, that basically was sand tunneling, sort of. But if you just stood still, it basically becomes quicksand.
But yeah, I think that's like where we wrap things up. Probably it was.
Yeah.
It
I'm
was
looking
a
forward to
season.
next season. Like
It was
I'm looking forward to seeing what we get.
cars, animal builds. What?
If
Hoopsie.
we get Lightning McGroomer next season, that would be fucking wild.
Even
Don't
after the
say that.
allegation?
No. You're gonna. That's a VOD kill. No, I'm just kidding.
I think the VOD is fine. The VOD is fine.
It should be fine. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. No, that was fun.
But
Lightning McQueen. We have him in. I almost said guilty gear.
Guilty.
Oh my god. Yo, can we get guilty gear in Fortnite?
Hey, have you seen those? Dude, please. Have you seen those memes where they take like a cartoon character and turn them into like Baldi's
Yeah, on
Basics?
Blue, you say
was
have we as if we haven't been posting it in the other server all week.
real. Soul
But
soul
yeah.
bad guy. Anyway, but yeah, season
Soul
good.
I will probably
Season
be
good.
hopping off here. It was nice discussing this with y'all.
Ash,
Oh my
I'm
god,
going.
Ash talks right at the
I'm
end. I'm
going-
going to kill myself.
Undertale McDonald's and
McDonald's
Fortnite die
True.
in Fortnite.
Yeah,
No,
I go to disappear now.
goodbye. Thanks for being on here. I seriously appreciate it. Oh, they're all leaving. All my friends are dead. Oh no. So it's just me and Devs, but Devs is deafened. What VC? We're in a different Ash you Gremlin. We're in a different server thingy. More so private friend server, sort of. But yeah. No, this was really cool to do. And I'll be saving this VOD now. Oh, I guess I can put out on a mouse. But this was a really cool thing. And now I get to save it. So we get some so next season we can go back to this, and if it's bad, we'll be like, haha, little did we know. Serve. Hey, I made that. True you did, and it's so good. Thank you. I thought as much. I thought Fluffy was asking me me to get in there. But no, she just joins in. Yeah. I'll be there in a bit too, don't worry. I gotta I'm gonna upload this video as soon as or this VOD as soon as I hop off. But yeah. No, thank you all for coming by for this. Like I love doing these. It's fun to just be able to talk about the season. And now I get to save them now. Should make a stream ending screen or AFK screen. Yeah. No, yeah, I think AFK screens are cool. Watch this in the background, but it isn't like I can speak much. You'll live your tism. Thank you, though. I was checking who's in, like, users in chat, like, briefly, and I saw you in there, and I was like, yo, I know that person. Give me mod. I'm not giving you 2 mod. I refuse. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm calling it here then. But again, thank you all for coming by. There might be a couple more streams, maybe, because I still gotta play more this season, because I'm not at 200 yet, but we will get there. But yeah, probably gonna stream or, some more days, so there'll be more Blue Jay content, including the season, which season launch should be really fun. I'm excited. But yeah, have a good one, y'all. Stay frosty.